During this campaign, I've knocked on over 3,000 doors, and I have talked to over 2,000 voters in my district, and one of the most common complaints is traffic. And it's understandable. I live here, I work here, I deal with the same traffic that everybody else does. I think that there are some short-term issues and remedies that we can address. Better synchronization of the lights, better wayfinding so people that aren't familiar with our area can get to where they want to go easier without having to look at their phone or to look at a map. Common sense solutions like that, lights where there need to be lights. Those kind of short-term solutions are things that we should continue to pursue. In District 4, some of the major traffic complaints that I hear on 17th Street and Federal Highway, a lot of those are emanating out of the airport and port traffic. I mean, when you have an airport that has 30 million passengers a year, and you have a seaport with 80,000 cruise passengers a week, that generates a lot of traffic. So I think long-term, something that I'm going to be very, very strong for is a bypass road from the airport over to the seaport to the convention center, if you will. The convention center is an issue that is bubbling up right now, and that issue can't move forward until Fort Lauderdale signs off on it. And I would not sign off on a convention center deal until I knew there were ways to get that traffic from the airport over to the convention center and get them off 17th Street and Federal Highway. With Fort Lauderdale the way we are, we have Intracoastal, we have railroad tracks and bridges. It's very hard to synchronize the lights because we have those constant interruptions that make that very challenging. So we have to work around that, and it'll never be perfect. But until we find our way to get tourists and service trucks that are generated out of the airport and seaport off the road and onto a bypass road, I think we're going to continue to still have traffic. Long term, I think we're going to have to seek better mass transit. I'm not a big fan of the Wave. I just think the technology is too outdated. I don't think it really goes anywhere that we need. Other cities, Miami included and Orlando included, are experimenting with driverless buses and modern technology. I think those are the things that we need to pursue in the future to get people around our city and from the airport and the seaport. Fort Lauderdale is a fantastic city. It's blessed with many attributes, economic and physical. But we're also in the shadow of a major airport and a major seaport, which is fantastic when you look at the economic activity that occurs and the jobs that it creates. But it's also a challenge for us because we're really a small city in the shadow of major airports and seaports that create so much traffic that we're going to have to address that long term using mass transit techniques and getting that traffic off the road, getting it from the airport over to the convention center and the seaport without bogging up our local traffic.
On Tuesday, January 16, 2018, vote for Walter Duke. Electing Walter Duke is a win for the future of Fort Lauderdale. Learn more at walterduke.com.